turnips. Tasted foul and all. Didn't like a turnip. Took 10 years to cook 'em and all. Hey, up there, alright. It's getting dark early now, alright. It's grey out there, very windy but lovely and cool. Well, we're not going to waste weather like that round here. Into Lidl there. I picked up a few of these. Have them later, no. Virgo Sharky. Amber Ale, 4.3%, 500ml. There's the old right up there, full flavour malty, caramel, balanced sweet bitter finish. There's the old nitrogens there, or information, whichever you prefer. October next year. Hey, it's a year left on date, 31st today. It's the Halloween tonight. I think it's Halloween, isn't it? What do you call it again? Where's my tin up there? You used to call it Halloween, you used to call it something else. Never mind, let's crack this up and a bit of detail in there. Oh, she smells nice from here. Oh, she smells really nice. It's got to be stated here. Old Virgo. Let's have a sniff there. A lovely fragrance there. Let's have a taste. Wait long enough. It says bitter on end. As you get to end and that bitter engages. The bitter engages and it just goes into a black hole. Strange description, but that's what it tastes like. It's a bit more with it. It's got quite a nice depth for that. It's got a real nice finish as well. That is a nice lager that. I'm impressed with this. It's in a glass bottle, so I'm not going to get the old large, long glass out there. Just feel a little bit gassy as you're taking a drink of it. But it's that bitterness. Really strange. It's not hanging about, your bitterness. Just comes there and just drops straight out again. That's good news around here. You don't want no bitter around here. No bitterness required. So a bit more with it. A nice colour to that as well. That is a very nice, pleasant beverage. It's got a right nice aftertaste as well. It's really hanging about there, that aftertaste there. These are £1.29, remember. Pardon me, a little bit talking back there, but no, I'm not going to get glass out. I'm going to use the glass it's coming. £1.29. There's a lot of fizz there. There's a lot of carbonation. I don't know if it's going to be a real gassy one. The only way to find out is to sit down, finish that off, come back in a minute. There. Well, I must say, this has been a nice, pleasant drink. I'm impressed with that. It's got plenty of flavour to it. There's a slight bit of bloating with that first bottle there. What we're going to have to do is try another one, just to make sure there's no bloat in there. £1.29 a bottle. Have another try. Could do with being a bit colder, this, to be right. I reckon I've got my number one lager right here. It's no longer Italiano Biari, £1.49 for 500ml from Lidl. I think that's 5%. It's going to be this Virgo Sharky. Old Fergal Sharky there. Has got a bit of fizziness to it, but not gassing out at all. 5%. Hang on there, 5% hold it out here. Yeah. Price is right here at $1.29 a ball. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. What more flavour than Italian Biardo. I like that. That's number one now. Right. Cheerio. Lovely colour as well. Mightily impressive, the old Fergal Sharker there. Little bit of bolters, a touch of gas, but on the whole, that's a nice beverage there. What we're going to do, I'll just try one more just to be certain. I'm going to do it proper around here. $1.29 a bottle. I think we've got the money's worth here. Mischievous Night. That's what it's called. Not Halloween. It was never called Halloween. It was called Mischievous Night. Trick or treating. Mischievous Night. I remember Mischievous Night back in 80s there and 70s. Nobody had them watermelons. Now them watermelons are cut up and put a candle in. The pumpkins are called. They used to have turnips. Little turnip about that big, not very big. You used to hollow it out and cut a face in it. Triangular eyes, triangular teeth, and put a little candle in it. Not tea light candles. Nobody knew what a tea light candle was back then. They used to put two holes inside a turnip and a bit of string and used to carry it around. Mischievous Night. Yeah, I remember that all right. Back then they used to throw eggs at your window. Used to throw eggs at the windows. You couldn't do that now, of course, because they're £1.89 now for 6 large eggs. Nobody can afford to do it now, but back in olden days, they used to throw eggs at the window, knock on door and run away. That's not what I did. There were no eggs round my way. Couldn't afford to throw eggs away unless they were rotten. What we used to do. Nice big Spar carrier bag. You know your big heavy duty Spar plastic carrier bags? Used to fill it with water. No tripe here. Fill that big heavy Spar carrier bag with water. Used to throw that to the window. Used to throw carrier bags of water at window. They made a right racket. Windows wobbled like that, and there were no double glazing back then. Single pane glass. A right racket. How we never smashed them windows beyond me. Mischievous Night. We never called Halloween there. Right, let's finish this one off. Back in a minute. Not too bad at all. Well, I'm afraid we're down to the last bottle. We might as well try it now. We tried 3. We might as well finish them off now. Fireworks going off left, right and centre. It's not bonfire night yet. Let's try this last one. It's not open. Is that it? That's it. That is a nice lager. There's no getting away from it. It's only $1.29. Splitting the legs, the old new tripod holder. Let's try this one now. Still not bloated, you know. What have we learned? Well, a fraction a bit of bloatedness. Touch of gas, even though it's a fizzy drink. It's not over bloating or over gassy at all. It's got plenty of flavour. It's alright. This is my number one lager now. Price is right as well. Mischievous night. In 80s here, I never did this, but it were a regular occurrence. What they used to do, used to get some newspaper, pick up dog crap, wrap it in newspaper, wrap it in more newspaper, put it outside someone's door, and set it alight, and then ring door, knock on daughter's door, knock on the door, and run off, so they'd come out, see fire, stamp down on it, and then have old dog shit on the fuse. I never did that, but I knew plenty of kids that did do it, all for entertainment purposes. Mischievous night. We never called Halloween back then. There were no watermelons then. It were all turnips. Those turnips were rock hard turnips. Really had to get in there to get that hole going. Get that face built up there. Not like them watermelons they use now. I think they're about 40 pence, 30 pence a turnip there. Not very big neither. That's what they used back in olden days. Turnips. Tasted foul and all. Didn't like a turnip. Took 10 years to cook 'em and all. Not that I ever ate them foul tasting things, although I'm fit for cutting faces in and putting a little white taper candle in there. They always had candles back in 80s. 'Cause at miners' strike, lighting them candles there for lighting, and in some cases warmth as well. That's a nice lager, that. I'm impressed with this Virgo Sharky. I think I'm going to just buy this whenever I want to drink. Well, it's $1.29. That's what I'm going to buy. A nice, pleasant drink there. Touch of bitterness on end. It just drops right off. Just drops straight off. Bitterness comes in and it drops off. Not like other bitters, which bitter will come in and just stay in there and carry on. This will just drop off. You get a touch of it and it's gone. That's what you want, alright. That's what you want there. Pardon me. The old bonfire night. Everybody burnt all the rubbish. Piles of rubbish in everybody's garden. Everything they wanted rid of. Perfect night. Clear it out. Bonfire night. Fires all over. There were no fireworks back then. It were all about bonfires. Pennyfoot guy, they used to sit outside Spa there. Made out a newspaper wrapped in tights and a paper mache head or whatever came about. And they'd sit, Pennyfoot guy. Used to give him a penny. Hey, you could get a lot for 10 pence back then. I want £1 now. £1 guy, you can cough and all. Now it's all these bangers going off at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. They get on your fucking nerves. The massive explosions now. Right, racky, chiking windows at 3 in the morning. The bastards they are. No respect. Wouldn't have done that back in the 80s. Just a fire. Plenty of smoke about. Couldn't breathe with all that smoke everywhere because it was cold. Get that smoke down. Oh, not anymore. It's nice and cool now, isn't it? It's not frozen solid ground anymore like it used to be. Frozen over it was. Always frozen every day. Old three-piece suite would be there. Hey, that reminds me, I can remember the old three-piece suite in back garden. Bonfire night were coming. And I'm sat, it were three-seater. I was sat on it. Three-seater settee. I sat here. Newspaper here. Lighting that. This is on bonfire night for bonfire celebrations. I'm sat there. Like that. Lit that paper over there. Right in corner there. So you get lit up. The fumes that come out of that sulphur. Thick black smoke. Choking smoke. That's what it was like back then. Burning all your rubbish. It went up quick and all. There was no hanging about. There was none of that. Fire retardant. Then it just went up like that. Right, bonfire that was. I remember that all right. Yeah. Good job we didn't have any lawn in back garden. It was just all soil. And a little patch of green grass over this side there. And over this side was the allotment. Spuds growing there. The old armchair ready for bonfire night. Setting it alight. Yeah. Until fuck all. Yeah. Gee,